So, Passover, 27th of March, 27th, 28th, that weekend. The full moon of Nisan 14, which is the full moon when the Israelites escaped from Egypt to the Promised Land with Moses and the setting out of the Ten Commandments. And the night to the full moon that Jesus Christ was crucified on and resurrected 3 days later. Happy Easter, as in many people know it as Happy Easter, and that resurrection. So the promise of healing for all nations and the resurrection of the Spirit of God's love for healing all nations and heaven on earth, and that conscious process for attaining to peace. As the gemstones of Revelation 21 reveal, the conscious process of having the courage to seek the happiness and the peace by having the faith, having the belief that we can attain to that, we can overcome those fears and those wrestlings and be able to say sorry in order to be able to forgive, to hear the pain, to hear the emotion, to hear the hurt, to acknowledge another person, and to adhere to be loyal to each other in order to get the positive reward, which I would say is the endorphin release in us, in order to attain to the anandamide, the bliss, the heaven on earth, the rapture. So I believe that it's attaining to the energy flow of love. When you look at the meridian flow of love in the body, it's very different to the one of fear. So it's all about love, conquering fear. And then we need to be tolerant with patience and kindness and self-control, not to sin or hurt another, in order to have trust, and all via truth, because only the truth will set us free. Only mourning our pains will set us free for the restoration of love, made whole and one in us for healing. And so just as in a twinkle of an eye, we will be changed, made incorruptible, realise that it's a sin that causes the hurt, pain and grief. And so this poem, Resurrection: destruction, 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 darkness, decay and death of love's spirit, depression, destroying life, dying, denying love, like Judas Iscariot, lying, cheating, betraying. When there is total breakdown, there is a chance to renew, to rise from the ashes like a phoenix, like Jesus Christ from the cross. Armageddon, judgment, recognition, consciousness, emotional intelligence. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be your name, causing love to become made whole and one in us. Love never hurts another. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Forgive us our trespasses as we forgive others who trespass against us. Though abuse is never love, and love is never abusive, ignorance of love is never bliss. Ignoring love causes the cortisol pains we must overcome with love. Until then, we must choose to forgive, to heal and start afresh, to let go of the psychopathy causing sickness, pain, anxieties and depression, to recreate the positive and compassionate love of God for life to positively live. Do not positively die to God's love. God's love does not cause cortisols crying for an end to lies, abuse and pain. God's laws are for love to prevail. The end is the beginning of the word endorphin, his love in our blood. All new, all singing, all dancing, love, peace, joy, happiness, faith and hope restored to life, for life with the Holy Spirit, the whole Spirit of love resurrected. Fulfilled, fulfilling us with the whole Spirit of love, anointed, namely Jesus Christ, Yeshua Hamashiach, Isa, our Messiah who is returning quickly for healing all nations, for the golden rule of love which is always positive, for the heavenly kingdom to come down to earth, for heaven on earth as promised. Love God, others and self. Love our neighbours and love our global neighbours for peace. Love never hurts or betrays another. God's love is not a cortisol stress hormone in every body. God's love is a naturally occurring endorphin blood, made whole and one in every body. Our bodies are made whole and one with God's love. Our body, the temple for love to dwell. Praise Jah. Adonai Elohim, Yahweh, Jehovah, Allah, we are all one through God's love anointed, namely Yeshua Hamashiach. Isa, Jesus Christ, is returning quickly. Come and hear the stones cry for peace and healing. The last trumpet. Everything will be changed, just as in the twinkling of an eye. 1 Corinthians 15. 51, 52, for heaven on earth. Jesus Christ is returning quickly. We've got a nice fossil there as well. See? There we go. Oops. There we go. Praise Jah. God bless. Our world needs healing. Thanks be to God. Where is he?